if you have a lot of money, it still doesn't mean that people like girls will like you.
We gotta take the gloves off, Levon. You talked to me about some serious stuff before the call, before we got into this sizzling conversations. You told me that you guys got scammed in Mexico. Now,
AI is creating its answers and creating its database, and the more you have, black, it will answer like more closer to gray colors. The more you have white, it will reply you with brighter colors. So I think it's more about what data is these AIs are being fed with, and whether ethical AI is being a top priority subject for AI agents right now or not.
By the way, real quick, jumping back into Malta. I like Malta. Malta's like my second home out here. Regarding Bill 55. Now, do you think it's made Malta more secure or simply more exposed regarding with what's happening? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to iGaming Unplugged. My name is Ray, the Director of External Relations here at GAMMASTACK and Gamma Plus, and I am super excited to be here accompanied with Levon. Now, if you guys have been into iGaming for at least a minute, you have definitely heard this guy's name, or you have been into the affiliate world. Levon is the CEO of AffPapa and co-founder of iGaming Club. He has been connecting affiliates, operator, B2B brands, and through real partnerships that actually go way beyond the expo floor. So today we're diving in and actually seeing what's changing inside the affiliate ecosystem and where it's all going to be heading to next. Levon, how you doing? Thank you so much for joining in. I am excited beyond, to be honest, to finally be able to sit down and talk to you in terms like this, and hopefully you feel the same way.
Thanks, Ray, first of all, for the invitation. It's likewise. I'm also very excited about the podcast and the chance to be on your show. And yeah, looking forward to very nice conversation. We have known each other for a while, and this is a perfect setup for, finally to sit down and have create a good quality content together.
I love it. Now, I have so many questions, but such limited time. And this is what I was saying before, that the best time probably would be to attend one of your events that you organize. But for the limited time that we have and for all the ears and the eyes that we have towards us, you've gone from working actually inside the industry now to building platforms, for the industry. What actually shifts in your mindset when you stop playing the game and actually start designing for the playing field itself?
Yeah, I mean, always like whenever you are tackling some project or getting involved into some venture, how you start first, like you gotta solve some issue, you're gonna feel some gap, and that's exactly what happened with us. I mean, when we were on the operational side, and there were like some distinct issues which we were ourselves encountering all the time. And one of the issues, basically the main one when it comes to affiliate and operator relationships, is that like how you find nice affiliates, decent ones, confirmed ones, verified ones, without the hassle of going and researching on your own for months or by scraping all the websites. And there was not a solution as such. There were many forums, there were many blogs that you could use, or some medias where you could find what you were looking for. But basically the answer is pretty simple. Like, we have seen the gap and we decided to fill it and try to fill it, and so far it turned out to be the right issue to address. And I think our operators and the growth of the company can, speak for itself.
I think naturally you're just an opportunist when you see this empty field and you guys have the capacity to fulfill these gaps. Then you're definitely able to even scale the brand. And now you previously kind of mentioned regarding your operator days, and when you look back to your operator days, what did you completely get wrong about partnerships and the actual concept of growth?
Well, I mean, as an operator, like, I mean, especially like as a newbie in the industry, right? When you are coming from outside, there are like some very simple things that you ask yourself, like if I need to go after the best affiliates and try to get the best traffic and the most amount of FTDs for my brand, what should I do? How should I tackle them? How should I, reach out to these people, what they are looking for? And the first thing that comes to your mind is basically, hey, let's go like with a better first. Like, let's offer them something that they have not received or something much better that the industry offers today. And so basically, you are trying always to overcome even yourself sometimes with the crazy offers that you are making. Let's say like set 60% or 70% rev shares, some crazy amount of CPAs. But at the end, when you are doing all this and you are trying to understand your business, if these deals are lucrative or not, then you understand that you have to apply some costs to your actual operations and deduct that from your affiliates in order to maintain still the revenue coming. And that's like the first mistake that actually all the newbies are making, thinking that the better offer you have, the better affiliate you can get, or the better you can attract them to promote your website, which is absolutely not true. And it's even the opposite. I mean, if you have these weirdly high offers, they are again, and then there is something wrong with your brand when you come up with this crazy, deals. That's probably the you know the most uh, the most common mistake that operators are making or junior affiliate managers are making. But within time, then you start understanding that it's not really about just the numbers. Obviously, everyone has to make revenue, but that is not the only way to attract, to attract the right partners. It's the same like with women, right? If you have a lot of money, it still doesn't mean that people like girls will like you, because there are many other components and many other factors that had to be in place. You have to be smart. You have to, have some sense of humor and stuff like that. If these things are not in place and you are just, showing off your money, it's not gonna be working ideally.
So
So I think that was the gross mistake.
you would
Yeah.
say that having like a good, say for instance, like a good affiliate deal was kind of you felt like a competitive way of currency to buy off partnerships, and in the long run you wouldn't say it works. Is this something that you would not suggest even for future partnerships as well for upcoming brands?
I mean, it's not even helping you in the early stages. It's not that like you are closing a lot of deals and then suddenly within a couple of months you are getting nowhere or you see this decline in your numbers. But it's like from the very start, it makes your situation very complicated because you present yourself as this crazy new brand with crazy high amount of commissions or like some top-notch deals, which put you in a very weird, picture. And later on, when you even start understanding all this and you want to go into more constructive conversations with affiliates, it's already too late because they have created a picture of yours in their mind, with all the background that you started with already.
And I think this exactly what you're describing is essentially a partnership. It's not just a numbers collaboration that you're having here. Like, I think these factors you're explaining, this is exactly how partnerships are made. Like, it's a relationship. There's so many factors that come into play, hence why obviously a woman wouldn't just look for the finances just for, the say future husband or just their life partner or so on. You said it yourself. There's so many factors that come into place when you really want to have a fruitful ship, a partnership, that actually brings in so much benefit. Now, is affiliate marketing in iGaming closer to building a business, or say building a leverage for someone else's business? Like, have you ever seen a case where an affiliate built like a huge funnel traffic, but ultimately that person didn't own anything from it. This is something that I currently want to know because I feel like somebody with huge amounts of traffic, I mean, at this point, they become essentially like a marketing agency or not. How do you see this whole concept working out?
Yeah, I mean, addressing your first question, if as an affiliate you manage to get, to that level of traffic by any channel, whether it's like SEO or like your Telegram groups or any that you can think of, then you will be making money because you are like, so you have been smart enough to generate all this traffic, and it's just impossible to like give it away to operators just like that. Obviously, you have to analyze how you are dealing with the brands, analyze and do the homework of properly matching your audience with the brands that you are going to be promoting, because that makes huge difference and impact on your revenues. Huge. Like this is like every experienced affiliate knows this, and they know how important it is to find like 10 top brands that will perform with your audience, and they are very like they are not very open to try your brand to put among this top 10 when like something new comes up and just wants to give it a try, because they already have the flow of revenue. They have already created this lucrative chain, and it's really difficult to that's why it's really difficult for especially new brands to be listed on top affiliate sites, and especially like in the very like succulent pages with the high traffic. And that's the thing, basically. I mean, if you have this much traffic, yeah, I mean, basically you are becoming an agency, we can call it. But before becoming an agency, like you have to establish yourself as an affiliate, and not to sell like to know the right customers and to know the right brands that can perform with your product. Otherwise, it's like your players are not a product in a market where anyone can come and buy your product.
Interesting.
If the person purchasing your product doesn't know how to deal with it, I mean, then you won't make money and they won't make money, both of you. Like even if it's a fixed fee deal or whatever, it should be an organic match, and that's really important when affiliates are dealing with operators. And not just now, it was always the case, but now, especially now when all the regulations and SEO is getting tightened, it's getting even more important.
And I think that, regarding specifically this topic that we're talking about with operators and affiliates, this whole relationship, and then you could have the mentality of a gold digger and then a partnership mentality. But when we, knowing your experience in 2026, what would you say a healthy family relationship between an operator and affiliate actually looks like? Like, what are the things that you simply know that cannot be negotiated anymore?
No, that's 100% the relevance of your traffic with the casinos or the brand you are working with. If it's not in place, you can't negotiate anything there. If the traffic is not meant to be converted on a specific website, however hard you try, you send like 100x more traffic on the website, it's not gonna, it's not gonna bring any value. So the very fruitful partnership starts from the moment when both brands realize they are a good match. So that like as an operator targeting specific geos and players from specific region, you are ready to accept their payments, you are localized, you know their language, you understand their culture, hence you have the product that can convert the traffic and the players into revenue. If you don't have that in place, like you can't really create any relationship like with any affiliate. This is like super important, and I think every established operator and affiliate, they understand this. And that's why you don't see like these well-established brands trying super hard to work with each other, even though they understand each other's potential, because if the organic and the right match is not in place, then it makes zero sense to put any effort into that collaboration.
And I think, when we, right, but let's say that in a perfect world, that okay, there is an affiliate, right? And you have this perfect yin yang relationship. I mean, these brands just being they're like, I want this and I want that. And they both fall in love with each other. And they're like, yeah, we're going to make this fruitful partnership happen. But in an affiliate, if an affiliate is bringing in thousands of deposits, users monthly, are they still just a marketer, or are they already doing part of the operator's job, even if they are successful? Like, in a perfect world, say all the factors you just said they match, would you still consider him in a category of just a marketer, basically, that brings in this traffic?
No, I mean, affiliates are still marketers there. And why? I mean, this is a very good question, and just to understand how the industry is set up today. So it's very wrong just to think that if you have the traffic, then you have the money. Because the part of operator is to monetize this traffic. And if you don't have the right expertise, you don't know the market you are working with, you don't know the players you are delivering your products for, you can't create a product that can monetize the traffic well enough, or you will lose and burn 99% of the potential of that traffic. And that's why both sides are extremely important to have this partnership perfectly in place. I mean, why don't you see so many affiliates moving into operation space? Obviously, it might be super simple, right? If you have the traffic, if it was so easy, and you are not just a marketer and you own the 90% of the effort there, then just open up a casino and just start driving your FTDs to your own website. Why isn't this happening? Obviously, some affiliates are doing that. I'm not saying no one is doing that, but it's not a common thing to watch in the industry, because it's not easy. It's not just running another white label and just sending your traffic towards your own brand. First, the very basic issue that you are hitting in the first place is that your players start understanding that these couple of brands are always in top, and they are somehow, even though being not the best in the category, they are always listed as the best. They understand that something is wrong with this website. They are not really covering the brands in a very open and very right way, let's say. That's why, first you lose the trust of the players, because your players start understanding that you are pushing something very specific. Second, you have to know the expertise there. And if you don't have the proper team of running the operations, knowing the player, creating the localized experience for them, you're going to end up just losing, spending and investing a lot into the operations, burning all that money, losing your own FTDs, your own traffic that you could otherwise sell to other operators, and then ending up understanding that this was not ideal. Some affiliates still manage to do that because they are established enough to understand these difficulties, maybe to acquire an operator they are very good with, and to do it in the right way. But this is not common, because if you are an expert in one field, it's better to just keep doing what you are doing there and improve it, rather than to start totally different venture, because operations is converting player is way different than attracting players. These are two different sides of the business. And that's why I wouldn't say that operators are doing nothing or affiliates are the majority here, or both of them are playing crucial roles in these partnerships.
I love it. And especially when you mentioned even the brand trust. I guess for somebody like me who would need explanations like that, if I go into a shop store and I don't see Nike or Adidas, I can't even call that a shop store. I can't even trust it. So I guess the same mentality would be like also for the players. And then, traffic and players, those are two different worlds out there. And, but who knows? Who knows? Maybe new trends might be coming up, but also complications could be, obviously due to tax pressures. For example, the ones that are rising in 2026, Malta becomes more expensive to actually operate from. Do you think that affiliate commissions will take the first hit, or do you think that the operators protect acquisition at all costs regarding this?
I mean, not just affiliates, but everyone, even the players will, one way or the other feel this like on their own pockets. It's the same, like, right now, even the war that is going on, like, kilometers away from where we live, but still this affects us on daily basis. Even if not right now, it will be affecting us in couple of months. You will see, the petrol and the oil prices rising. Then, like, next time you have to like put some petrol in your car, you will be paying like 10% more. And when things calm down, you most probably your petrol price is not going to drop because nobody is dropping it afterwards, even when things are all right. And the same is with running casino. Like, everyone in the chain, the middlemen's, affiliates, platform providers, payment providers, everyone are going to feel this heat. And one way or the other, they will be paying like small extra percentage because operators have to maintain their costs. If they pay more, they have to, somehow deduct these costs either from their partners or decrease, like, have this effect on their bonus promotions or add some cost on the deposits or stuff like that. But one way or the other, this is going to be felt. I mean, obviously, if we are not talking about moving from one jurisdiction to another, but it's like everyone in this chain, one way or the other, are going to feel the impact.
And I mean, when we talk about, stoppers, I guess obstacles regarding anybody connected here in iGaming with France and Ireland, for instance, tightening the advertising rules. And I mean, advertising rules, I mean, this is something you hear on and on. But right now, on the highlighted aspect, we got France and Ireland with the advertising rules. Does that quietly shift the power towards the high quality SEO affiliates because of the advertising restrictions that could be put in?
I think, like, overall, all these kind of restrictions, obviously, like, I wouldn't say help SEO affiliates, but make them slightly more important than other channels. Because this, like, imagine you have like 5 channels from where you can receive traffic, and one of the channels suddenly stops operating. The other 4 obviously are becoming more important altogether. So it's not just the SEO affiliates, but any other channel where you could get a traffic from, whether it's like in-app, like promotions, or some FTD or PPC companies. I mean, all the other channels immediately become more important when you have this, restrictions and tougher regulations on marketing. So yeah, I would say that in that sense, SEO affiliates obviously are becoming more important, and like, one of the few channels left where you can really get new players and increase your revenue.
I think that just in the concept, at least this is my belief, literally just in the world itself out there, right? It's full of obstacles. I mean, even from somebody like me who comes from live casino, but there's so many regulations out there, restrictions. For instance, in UK, for the amount of time you can gamble, or you're playing sessions, and then obviously the product is gonna find ways on how to think ahead of this, whether make the betting time shorter, or maybe advance the game mechanics somehow to overcome these
Mhm.
things, and still provide quality gameplay. And I think that plays the same. Now, stepping away obviously from all the stoppers in the industry and all the bad things out there, that could put anything like blockages for us. But with 2026 World Cup coming, do you think that affiliates are ready for a reality where promotional spend might be completely capped? We're talking very expensive out here.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like any other event in the world, not just the World Cup, but I mean, annually you are having, super many events that are a trigger or a reason for different promotional campaigns for both affiliates and operators. And especially with sport events like that, it's like with World Cup obviously being like one of the most popular sport events in the world. Definitely, this is going to play a huge role. And I think everyone is, I mean, it's not just getting ready for the World Cup, but all the affiliates and operators, they have this cycle of getting ready before each event, whether it's like Christmas promotions, I don't know, Halloween, like things like that, that you don't even think it's something really valuable or something really that important for a gambler, but still people are using Halloween, as a marketing campaign, to promote something, to somehow attract new players with different promotions and creating like all this hype and things around it. And World Cup being like almost 2 months long event, obviously like this is a great opportunity for everyone just to gear up and like get really on track and convert really nicely and get some nice deals with top affiliates of their own. But I think mostly it will be like the same operators working with their own affiliates who they already have good relationship with, but coming up with like promotions or campaigns, joint campaigns, doing things together rather than going and searching for like new brands to work together. Because in the end, again, it's all about conversion. So it's better to work with trusted brands rather than to experiment something in the brink of this important annual or like once in a 4 years event.
I mean, somebody like me who even enjoys marketing, I feel like brands definitely for any holiday or any sporting event definitely compete somehow amongst each other and who's creative. And I guess this is probably where the best offers and the best creativity regarding their actually campaigns as well come into play. Success, Levon, and I just want to say thank you so much. These are truly valuable words coming from you out here. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here with us at iGaming Unplugged. Levon, thank you for joining in as well. And I'm sure GAMMASTACK and Gamma Plus will be hitting the expo at AffPapa, of course, for you guys. Stay tuned. Make sure you click and subscribe. Levon, thank you so much once again here for being with us. And
it was my pleasure, and it was a very amazing show, great questions, and wishing you all the best with your next guests. And yeah, looking forward to having you in Madrid, brother.
cheers. Thank you.